Hello. So this is a new game. I'm playing as Johnson in this game. I do use the fire truck skin. There's something beautiful about driving into people with a fire truck. So I start with helping the jungler clear the jungle. If I could get him ahead, it's going to be an easy game. He's going to be able to get a lot of kills. With the marksman helping, we actually killed the red buff extremely fast. So we're getting through the red buff and the next minion, and then we can wait around for the letho. Here I did see that they haven't taken their buff yet, so I was suggesting that we steal it, and luckily the jungle was on the same page, so here we are stealing the opponent's buff. That is going to give us a massive lead early on. And we were able to get a first kill. So this is already a great start. Should be an easy game. Yeah, we're already way ahead, a minute and a half into the game. So I was loosely keeping an eye on the marksman. I'm usually going to leave the marksman alone at the very beginning of the game, even if they're getting double teamed. The marksman should just play safe and stay by the turret until I arrive to assist. It's more important to get the jungler ahead, and the marksman really won't fall behind if she's just staying by the turret and clearing the minions safely. The benefit of the jungler being ahead versus the marksman is the jungler is going to be ganking and killing everyone, where the marksman can spiral out of control, but it's usually later in the game when the marksman will start leaving their lane consistently to kill other lanes. As soon as I get to level 4 with Johnson, I immediately start trying to gank opponents. Yeah. There we got a kill. Nice. Rafa got down to 55 health. So, would have been nice if we got that kill, but we're already doing great. You can see it's only 2-3, so we're actually losing in overall kills, but we did take the buff from the enemy at the beginning. I mean, I think we're doing fine. I'm going to be trying to ult basically every time my ult is available. I want to be indicating to my team what I'm doing so that they know. So I let the marksman know there and our EXP that I was coming for export. The marksman could have left if she wanted to get back to her lane or stayed. But I let her know what I was doing so she could decide what she wanted to do. But because she was on the other side of the map, she's now slowly walking back to her lane. And my ult is up. So I'm just helping the marksman clear her lane, and then I'm going to ult. And I'm going to try to get some kills. And now, as you can see, it's 6-3. Johnson is very weak until he's level 4, but once he's level 4 and he gets the ability to turn into that car and drive into his opponents, he becomes quite a problem for the enemy team. And I always start by getting the item that reduces my ultimate cooldown with every killer assist. I really want to be ulting as much as possible so that I can cause problems for the enemies and initiate battles non-stop. There, I was thinking we were going to keep attacking, but Jawhead threw me away from the enemies, making it very clear he did not want to battle right then and there. So that was a good move on his part, because I would have kept attacking had he not thrown me backwards. So here I do have my ultimate down. I don't really want to turret dive Leslie, so I'm just helping clear the lane. I did see Harley there, and I was thinking about getting Harley, but there's 3 or 4 of them right there. It's not worth it. So I'm going to sneak up behind X-Borg and try to get him. Yeah, that was unfortunate that I went past him there. So that was a mistake on my part. That would have been a nice surprise when he's focused on the people in front of him if I drove into him from behind. It's very difficult to be paying attention to the mini-map when you're actively in a battle, so I don't think he noticed when I drove past the minions. And I do focus on which heroes I'm targeting. Like there, it was the mage and the marksman. It's the new mage, I forget her name, and Leslie. I know that if I hit either one of them, they're not going to be able to escape. They're squishy heroes. So, X-Borg, I'm going to have a difficult time killing because when he loses his shield, he gets to roll away before I'm able to continue attacking him. And then Rafa, I was actually really surprised how much healing ability she has now with her new buff. I don't know, I didn't actually look at the details of the new buff, but she does a massive amount of healing, which you'll see later in the game. But I was underestimating it because, at least to my memory, it wasn't that good prior to the new season. So I'm going to be trying to engage anytime I see my team fighting, whether they're winning or losing. I'm going to be trying to drive into the battle because I do have Dire Hit as my roam skill, which causes the whole team to do more damage when the opponent is stunned, and my ult does stun them. If you've watched my other games with Gato, I'd said that I try not to turret dive when my life is less than half. With Johnson, I try to turret dive anytime I have my shield available. He's just much better at fighting within the turret because he's got a shield that pops up when he's down to a third or a quarter of his life. I forget the exact amount. But having that shield pop up often saves me. So that was the first time I died in the game. It was a turret dive. We did get a kill for it. Most of the time as the roamer, if I trade my life and we get a kill of someone else who's not a roamer, it's a good trade in my eyes. If they lose one of their marksman or mage or EXP or something, they're not going to be farming, and so it's going to put our team ahead in money. And that's the main objective, is putting our team ahead. So I'm often willing to sacrifice myself. I prefer not dying, but I jump into turrets knowing that I could die, especially if someone with stun shows up who I can't see on the map at the time. And so most of their heroes are fairly squishy. So they've got Harley and Leslie, the new mage, I forget her name. Rafa is kind of tanky, and then X-Borg is kind of tanky, but 3 of them are extremely squishy, and anytime I hit them with the car, I should be able to kill them, even on my own, because I am going a full damage build. So there we go, I got Harley. And then most of the time with Johnson, I'm hitting him with the car, using my first and second skill, and then walking away. And with mini heroes, that will kill them. But even if it doesn't kill them, I do want to get away. Because after all my skills are used, I'm quite vulnerable. Yeah, so there I was really hoping to hit Leslie because I would have killed her before I died. But she flickered, so I didn't miss her. But that'll happen sometimes. So I do have Demon's Wing as my last item. It's the only item that's not for damage. It, as my life is reduced, it does more damage to them. So even though it's a defensive item, it does actually increase my damage if my life isn't full. And many times I'm jumping into turrets, so my life isn't going to be full. So I'm able to use the passive to deal a lot of damage. If the game lasts long enough for me to get it. So at this point, it's 22 kills to 12. I've got 4 kills, 2 deaths, and 13 assists. So this is a pretty good game for me. It's not too unusual to have a score like that. Sometimes it just doesn't work out so good. And as Johnson, I usually like it when the roamer is a healer, whether it's Rafa or Estes. It's good because it gets the enemies to get into a pile, and so when I drive into them with the car, I can end up hitting everybody. So I do wish I wouldn't have died there, but it was good to stop them from jumping on Lord right away. It may have been a better way for me to handle it, but my goal was to stop them from interfering with Lord, and I will die sometimes trying to do it, so it's worth it to die if I can help my team secure Lord. And as you can see, I'm back and Lord hasn't even made it across the field, so especially this early at like the 13-minute mark, it's a good idea. If you get later into the game and you're going to be dead for 50 seconds or something, it might not be worth it, but pretty early on, I think it is. But obviously I would have preferred not to die. So that was a very aggressive jump I did. In retrospect, I'm not sure if it was the best move. When my car hits a turret, it does do a lot of damage to the turret. So we may not have gotten that turret if I didn't do that. I'm not sure. But we didn't get any kills, so it probably wasn't worth it. I mean, money for the team. They probably got 200 gold for killing me, and we got 500 gold for killing the turret. So it's worth it on that front, but I'm dead and out of the game for 30 seconds. So I'm not sure, but it's not the worst play in the world. Once we start getting all their turrets down, we can kill the minions immediately as they leave their base and have them really pinned back by their main turret. So you'll see me doing stuff like this from time to time where I'm just waiting for an opportunity. There I was going for Harley. I actually blocked his ult. That's not... I wanted to kill him, but he died first. I do use my speed boost to move around faster. But what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of just moving around, possibly giving some vision. For the most part, I don't want them to see where I am, but I'm waiting for someone to come out in the open. There's Rafa, and here's what I'm talking about, where I've got her down like to 20% of her health, and then she does her heal, and then it heals half her life. I don't think it used to do that before the patch, but I'm gonna have to look at her skills and see how they changed it. Maybe I'm losing my mind, I just don't remember it that way. Yeah, and you'll see, I go for Rafa again in a similar spot, just making sure I haven't lost my mind. But she feels pretty comfortable going out in the open because her heal heals so much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play her myself and see how much better she is, because I feel like it used to heal 10% of her health and now it heals 50%, which is wild. So there we got Harley. Yeah, there's not much they could do to save Harley. He's just too squishy. So even with Rafa there, if I get Harley, he dies instantly. So they can't heal him. Here, I thought maybe we'd end the game, but we don't. We have a massive minion lead. They're all just sitting there fighting minions for what feels like forever. And then the minions are hitting the base. There was a part of me that was like, maybe they'll get lucky. But nope. Not this time. As Johnson, I always dream about almost winning, and then a minion walks up to their base, and then I drive my car directly into their base, and we win by me driving into them, or having Argus and me just focus their base. But it has too much health at this point, and there are all 5 around it, so I can't do anything fun like that this time. Here I had Layla with me. I thought we'd be able to get some kills, but that was a terrible mistake. I'm still baffled by how much Rafa's able to heal. Yeah, I think this is the point of acceptance, where it's just like her heal is just wild now. Like I said, I'm gonna have to try her. Yeah, and there I am typing in my team. Rafa heals a lot now. That was a pretty good move by the mage. So I was expecting the marksman to get in the car, but she didn't, which is fine. They're going for Lord. I don't stop and join them. I did see X-Borg there, and I don't, because he's got his shield, I don't think I'd be able to stop him. So I just went back by Lord to make sure, because the mage used her ult, I'm assuming it reveals their position. I went ahead and hit Rafa here again, just making sure that she still heals the massive amount. I do want them to be aware that, like, I could just drive into them at any time. So even though I didn't do anything, it was probably just as good or better than me driving in circles, waiting. And you may notice the people going out on their own tend to be X-Borg and Rafa, which are the only two people I can't immediately kill if I catch them. So I think they're all aware of the threat, and it's changing their behavior. Where if I wasn't able to kill them if they left their base, they might not be as hesitant to leave their base. We lost Yuzong there, so we're currently down one person. The mage is almost dead. We're not in a dangerous spot, but obviously being down one person's not good. Their team was able to fully heal. I just got my last equipment item, so I'm feeling pretty good. I now have Jawhead with me, so I'm going to try to get Rafa with help. And her heal wasn't enough to stop us this time. But her mage friend saved her. At least we got her to use her revive, so she doesn't have that anymore. I recalled here thinking I was going to pick up Yuzong and bring him with me, but he obviously didn't feel the same way. So I didn't need to recall there, but it doesn't really matter. So here I'm just waiting for an opportunity. They're taking Lord. Our enemies are very nice about letting us take Lord over and over and over again. This game seems like it's gonna go for a while because we keep taking Lord, but they're very good at defending their base and the turret, so we're not finding much opportunity to make progress on either side. So there, Jawhead actually jumped out of my car, and as you can see, he got the mage. I wasn't expecting him to do that. Generally, if you're in the car with Johnson, you should wait until Johnson ends the attack, unless you see a really good opportunity. But there, I saw the three of them, my team was there, and I just figured, let's go ahead and end the game. Which we did. Yeah, when I saw the three of them, I was like, they're softened up already. If I hit them, I might just kill them on my own. I did end up getting MVP on this game, as you can see. This is after the reset, which is why I'm not mythic. I'm just epic right now. But it's a new season. We'll be mythic soon enough. Not my best game. I do have more deaths than kills, but with the large amount of assists, definitely played a key role and worked out well. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something. I'll see you in the next video.